Right, I believe we've already readied up. His team's eager to go tonight, and we are the first mid fight has begun. Is the mid being live most important thing? So
yeah, incredible chaos mid, but I think they're going to have to. Rocky's committed way too hard. He's actually somehow fragging out still, but I feel like Mikhail has to run away. Mikhail's actually stayed in way too. Really good surf though. But yeah, total chaos. But Mikhail does live, so Goon Squad should be able to take this mid pretty easy.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I thought Mikhail was surely dead, but able to hit an amazing surf out of choke as they push forward into the enemy's choke now, and just no one really here to defend. They're just building their Uber back in river as they give up the second point on the first mid fight of the game.
Yeah, there's not much they can really do. They're actually pretty close to Uber though, so if they keep building, but Rocky is generally super aggressive, so if they go straight away they'll get, but I think they build well enough, so yeah, this should just be a typical last hold. Rocky is coming in with the Uber and they just have gone straight in, but they're going to get Uber here.
Yeah, I think they might have thought it was still ad, but they as you were saying, it evened out, and now that Mikhail does go down in the post, however, so Dogrol's just going to have to preserve their life and really traps to clean up Krellick there.
The Soli's still in, but yeah, not much happening there. Yeah, I think there must have been a big miscommunication there, because it looked like Mikhail kind of just walked main by himself and died. There is a scout going to last year. Lev hasn't been seen, and I didn't watch all of last game, but I was told it was about 3 or 4 back caps, and he's just done it again. So Lev is channeling his inner soul and just instant back caps for the round after a very poor Uber.
That's his third back cap of the night and the 4th one in total, I believe. So maybe, you know, the experimental cup is just going to be full of back caps. Even though nothing about back caps has changed, people just go for them more. Or maybe the fast pace doesn't allow them to properly check the corners. But anyways, we go into the second mid fight of the game. Aaron coming with a massive bomb, does get chipped down and is very low on the low ground as both teams just kind of play the spam. Hey jumping up now does great damage on the demo, is able to take down the demo with him. And now the Goon Squad just dancing around, do decide to leave. Oh, they did lose 2 soldiers for the demo, I see. Backing out now, just preserving their Uber, taking a chill on second.
Much safer mid in general from both teams there. It was kind of just only one person kind of committed Hay, and while 2 committed the other team, and they all just kind of died.
Yeah.
Well, they got death like you said, and Hay died, but actually the other way around, my bad. Yeah, other way around, but pretty much not much they could really do, and just typical stalemate, but a lot less chaos than the first mid. I think both teams probably decided they need to relax a bit. Lex is above here, yeah, by himself, and they should know, yeah, he spammed a rocket.
Yeah, now they've got a bit of height. They want to push big door. They do. Oh, Lev does clean them up, flanked around behind, and now they're 2 down, backing up. That kind of.
They do get forced though.
Redcoat
got in by himself. Yeah, Redcoat got in while they were watching Lex, so Lex did a distraction. And perfect. There's not much they can really do here. Oh, they actually get the force. Not sure if they needed to use there, but they do, and they're not really going to get anything, so there's kind of a huge disaster. They needed to play a lot safer, I think, because they were both soldiers down, but they kind of committed, and one person with the Soli and Lev semi got him behind, but they're still kind of fighting this, and Rocky's been destroyed and kind of left by himself, yeah.
Lev
and now they're down.
Following up now, does clean up Lex. Hay bombing forward, trying to take space for his team, but they're still in choke. They need to walk forward together here. Hay barely living with his life in big door as the scouts are just trading meat shots, or threatening to trade meat shots at the middle of the point. As the demo aggression comes out, bullying them back. Precious walking forward, does get Mikhail. Brilliant work from Precious. They're cleaning up the medic as Lev and Krellick are just going to be running into lobby as Hay comes for a massive high bomb. Huge damage, but a brilliant surf from Dogrol all the way up to the top of point as Hay does get cleaned up. That was almost disastrous.
Perfect surf though, as you said, saving them, and now they have the big ad. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I feel like they could have got in so much quicker, but they just stayed in choke and kind of in a way baited Rocky, and Rocky died, and then we get in. But now they've Ubered in here, but they haven't really done anything.
Centurion is still up, but Lex is getting good time on the point. No one really to stop him. Does eventually go down. Centurion also goes down, but now it's 2 players down, and they're just dancing around the right hand side here. Nice. Soldier going down very low.
Yeah. Very nice stickies from Deft, and just actually just destroyed them there. It's only the medic. Mikhail does go down the last second from Camille, so well done there. But yeah, they just didn't do anything. They needed to cap earlier, or as you said, the level 1 gun stayed up that whole time, so only Lex could cap. So they just didn't really do anything with it. Lexus might get a kill here. No, really nice jump from Hay there. That's some Tempest to survive. They are going to fight still. They're just straight in. Lev has been really forward by himself. He kind of needs help.
Yeah,
they're just going to give it up.
does eventually go down. His traps on Shadow do get cleared as they walk into lobby. Just not showing any signs of really hesitation here, just taking lobby for themselves. It's only a very slight over. I wonder if they're going to use it. They are building aggressively, but...
I think they'll have to try. I'm not sure. Yeah. I feel like they could have held second a bit more aggro there, Goon Squad. What do you call it? Emoji face or Big Nose. Solid just waddling in by himself. He's kind of beef though. That was really unfortunate. No one even saw him, but now they're one down and they're just Ubering straight in.
Yeah, Uber comes through Shadow, blinging back into spawn. Gonna have to rotate out the left-hand side as the Uber is fading. Heavy's up, good spam on the Heavy, getting juggled back a little bit, but, you know, standing his ground, raining down damage. Precious on the point, does get 2 shots.
Oh, they let them get the
Uber comes out and just cleans up almost everyone else. And the
Camille's actually gonna walk into the med here, accidentally. Oh, she doesn't know. That's really unfortunate. Kind of ran up like a second before the medic. But yeah, there was only 20% ad, and they did. Once again, they kind of they did get deft at least this time, but they were kind of slow and didn't really have the point or anything. And Rocky's getting crushed here though, trying to push out a bit too aggressive, I think. Levers should get cleaned up as well. Yeah, that's no scouts. This should trigger a push straight away.
Yeah,
and yeah, Camille and Precious know this is a good one, and they're going straight in up on balcony or even Rollador. They're just walking straight in.
Yeah, Camille does get cleaned up instantly by the and Precious just got mulched by the explosive classes, and now they've got to back up. That's a council in that push back and forth quite quickly. Meth might be caught here. Yeah, Meth does go down. Just got crunched between the roller doors as they're just going to get time on point and take second, even though they're at slight disad.
Yeah, Rollador was not the choice there. I think you go definitely go balcony, because as we saw, they just absolutely were crushed by Deft and Aaron. Rocky has been forced so early there. They're going to get a kill on Redcoat, and they do force, but it should be a lot better for the side of Emoji Face. Rocky's gotten crushed by Camille under. He does get saved by Mikhail, but Mikhail's in such an awkward spot. Somehow they don't know
so much damage.
Yeah, Mikhail somehow just walks out through everything.
Just
barely anyone dies.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened. Get cleaned up under the point. Def did go down early in the Uber, but I mean, maybe that's a trade you're fine to let that happen if it means you're medic living, just walking through everything. We do see Hay hiding in river behind Lex here, gonna get the kill, but then living actually. I thought surely the game was gonna go down, but jumps away, very low health. But the whole team is moving river like they own the place.
Yeah, I think they'll realise they're not going to be able to push in before Ubers. I'm not sure if they know what the Uber situation is. Rocky has gone sniper as well, but yeah, I think both teams will want to tighten up these fights quite a bit, because they're all like super awkward. Like everyone ended up on weird spots. Like Mikhail under just by himself somehow, and then walks through 2 people and lives. And Rocky's on his main, on Pyro now, fighting Redcoat and absolutely dumpstering him under.
Mikhail goes down.
Lex actually body shots though, yeah.
And the Uber does get forced in lobby by Hay, but they're just coming in. They see a sentry gun with no explosive classes to tidy it up. Okay, Mep does come in now. Krolik just WM1's the medic, and now Heavy and Pyro chaos on the point, but they end up getting the cap time anyway. Double scout on the point is just going to get it capped up quite quickly.
Yeah, not sure how Mikhail body shot there, but that's kind of a failure of his team more than him, unless he was standing still in a really awkward spot. Then your team needs to be spamming those doors and spotting that sort of thing out.
Yeah, definitely. As we go into the third mid-fight of the game, all tied up here, we're just seeing the teams. Oh, so Aaron does come in with a big bomb, does get cleaned up, but also takes out Meth again. Yeah, I didn't realize that until right. Hey, going up, drop down, and gets dog roll. This is unlosable, right?
And a scout, yeah. He actually destroyed their whole combo. They just had no idea, and by the time they realized, both scouts and the medic were already backing up, and they got absolutely destroyed. So this should be a pretty easy Uber push into last for them.
Exactly, that's exactly what they want right off the last round, and so they've got the momentum again, swinging in full ad. Camille on Spy, but it might be too little too late.
Yeah, I definitely think unless like you can somehow get a weird angle into lobby here, I think they're just going river, so it shouldn't even matter. They are pretty slow though.
Yeah,
like
and Lex is on Pyro, really doing that.
A bit of a funny there, but it's not really going to help the cause having no scout.
The Uber does get forced, but also hard denied, but does eventually go down to scouts. You can't reflect bullets. Sentry gun in the corner, hasn't been spotted until the very end. Def 2 stickies destroys it, and Krolik dies for the cap time. So much spam on point, bouncing it back. They do clean up that point, and tactical Uber there. Pyro was a bit of a hurdle, but the scouts clean it up, and they got what they should have. It should have been their round, and they took it. No
I think
surprises.
Camille, I think that's really bad. They just end up defeating one by one a little bit, and there was just enough pressure to take the round.
Ooh, Doggerel eats some early spam, an early sticky, but looking like they're going to be alright unless there's any other soldiers sneaking up through drop down, which doesn't look like. Another big bomb. Aaron does a fat rocket on Camille.
Lex is just cleaning up underpass though.
Oh, does initially go down, Kolik, chipping them down. Scouts just dominating the soldiers in there as them. The demo trade with the...
not sure that was the play, but it did end up working out there. Lev and the medic are separated, so they should just chase one or the other. Looks like they've decided to chase Mikau. They should get Mikau if he's not quicker or if there's not beef, but this is going to be awkward because, yeah, they've gone far forward for it.
Yeah,
Lev can't really commit here. Good DM there, but yeah, way too far forward.
Oh, Camille gave ring around the rosy, and Hef is now just seen the turntables after catching them out for being too aggressive. He got caught out for being too aggressive, and now the mid-fight eventually does go in the favour to the emoji face team.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in the end it's kind of just the same situation. It's like if you go back and kill Lev, their med lives, and it's not ad anyway, right? Versus if you kill their med, if you time it like a little bit better, and you might keep your med alive, and like, well, they didn't, but they still end up in the same situation. So probably the right call.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they should be. The face team needs to relax there. Like Lev was just Lex was destroying under, and like they were 4v6, and they somehow ended up in a 2v2. Like if you just play safer there, I think you just win the mid. Instead, they kind of like all go forward a bit, apart from the one scout, and get punished for it. And yeah, Meth, chasing with his sign, kind of maybe a bit of a meme, bit of a, I'm just gonna do a funny or just overconfident. Yeah, ends up being a 2v2 when they really should have won that mid easily.
Yeah, you win the last round, then all of a sudden think you can pull out your melee weapon like you're the king of the world, but that's how you lose mid-fight. So we are seeing some aggression in Big Door now.
Sorry. This is kind of the first time we might actually see the play timer come into play, but Hay does die pretty early, but yeah, we're actually in a bit more of a stalemate for once, so we might actually see more aggression than you normally would, because you don't have, 9 minutes to play with. Mikau's kind of just walking, yeah, not sure that was a play, Mikau, but it ends up working because it doesn't get shot at.
Yeah, nobody expects the medic to walk straight towards you, so, I mean, maybe Aaron busting through choke does
Lev is in
pick
so
up
far
Lex.
as well. They've only just seen Lev, but he should get destroyed and does eventually go down, so...
Yeah. But brilliant work just taking the dry fire onto mid there pretty much off the single player rate they had. But now it's the opposite situation, except with the timer reset. Big damage and choke as Aaron tries to walk forward, does get denied. Here comes Hay, bombing in, does get cleaned up, and Aaron gets bounced out.
Looks like Lex is going to go straight in Big Door, but they have seen him. This is quite adventurous from him. He's kind of just jumping around in front of them. He has kind of got in pretty far with that, actually getting hit. He's still full health, and he will jump.
One through drop down. Mikau surfs into the ground. Does have to be forced. Brilliant work from the soldiers.
They'd lose so many though. I'm not sure where Camille died. Maybe in choke as well. But yeah, they're still getting it second for free here. You would think, because Rocky's in lobby. Their soldiers are getting in choke onto the combo now. Yeah, they get forced here. Mikau's actually getting caught if they go for him, but they don't. They're going to clean up the whole rest of the team though. You would hope. But
yeah, I mean, they've
Precious has just not killed anything. Yeah, Precious just
so long.
Kill. Aaron almost gets in behind, but gets cleaned up. So still in the favor of No's emoji team, but not by as much as they probably would have hoped.
Yeah, Hay and Lex trading in River, so same players going forward. Yeah, with that River, they needed to kill Mikau, but Mikau just scattered, and Def took so long to die that he gave the rest of his team time to just scatter and pretty much live through that Uber.
Still, they still have like tiny ads somehow though. I guess Mikau wasn't really healing very well or at all. Yeah, I guess those sort of plays and stuff you'll see, I guess, more often in this 5-minute timer. I think they could probably relax a little bit because it seems a little unnecessary to be like that quick. Like they still have 3 minutes to play with, but yeah, that's kind of the idea behind the timer. Just get those plays going rather than having to wait around for 9 minutes while teams, will super safe single sec every time, which is good to see. They're just walking in here, even though they had. Oh yeah, maybe they thought they had ad going pretty decently though, except they haven't forced. Yeah, they just get the force, but they should live. Yeah,
brilliant milk there, holding to 20 HP, but now the holy mulch in Big Door, just so much damage for both sides, and Lev and Mikau gonna have to run away with the tail between the legs. Hay is above in River, jumping in now, doesn't see good damage. Oh, Dogrel is able to eventually juke his way out of that one, living on 20 health, as they're just pushing straight into
there's so many down. It's 2v5 at this point, almost getting spawners in a few seconds, and they're going to hold this. Rocky absolutely destroys Redcoat, but they'll be able to take second pretty easily there. I think Rocky thought his Uber was better than it was, because he tried to commit Big Door, or like to try and commit for his team to leave, but him and Deft, as you said, got absolutely mulched, and they were able to take it for free.
Yeah, now we see Krolix still on Pyro on pushing the second. Does looking like going back to spawn to change off now. As they're just going to take second here with pretty much even Ubers again.
Yeah, I think both are kind of going a little bit more forward. Like they're sacking just a little bit too much, like double every single kind of time, and it's just getting punished, and they're just trading points so often. I mean, Goon Squad are the ones winning, so they won't mind too much. Rocky does. Somehow Lex is actually just cleaning up. Was that behind? They do trade anyway, though.
I think, yeah. Trade coming in now, just going for opposing players. It's looking like beast air shot, and Aaron going down in that trade, and Lev very weak in lobby.
Oh, precious.
Unlucky.
Gets killed by the master himself with the trap.
Yeah.
There's still guys coming in here. No.
Yeah, still just trying to walk
Meth's
forward.
Just spamming.
Heavy spam, bullying them back, and they're just going to retreat to second and take it as even Ubers again. They've been, stalemates, but like short stalemates, like trading points and like not. It's I think the rule set is being beneficial so far, even though we haven't seen it come like the point of it come into effect too much. I do feel like the teams are playing faster than they normally would.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a bit too fast generally. They're trading points and losing people unnecessarily, but they think they have ad here, and it kind of looks like they're just walking. No, it's just Redcoat kind of waddling at death, so once again a little bit of stalemate, and this is one of the other times, you might be better off just holding last instead of, trying to push out, because pushing out's always dangerous. Soldier's walked in super far river, but he knows there's a gun there somewhere, and angry Pyro ready to block him.
Yeah, just reflecting everything right now, all the spam away from his medic. As they're just trying to find an angle. They've got the gun, the Pyro, full defensive mode, as we don't see any off classes for the emoji face team. Just trying to spam down that gun, but it's difficult with the Pyro reflecting. Soldiers do trade damage on balcony, but that's about all the action we're seeing so far. All gun does go very low. Lex is
it's actually a pretty easy gun. It's hard to see, but it's pretty easy to spam, especially you can kind of just sit it from lobby where you're pretty safe and get down. It's still really hard because they're Pyro heavying, and it actually goes down, so this should definitely trigger a Robbie swap off and do something at least a little aggressive.
Yeah, the Meth down there is not what you want. They are looking like they're going to push out instead of just holding their own last or reset.
I think they're just taking lobby for a sack. I think with 3 minutes left, unless you're like, you've killed the entire team and you can just take it for free, there's no real reason to push out, especially on a map like Gully where it's like super hard.
Yeah, exactly. They probably left it too long with the demo ad they had anyway. But yeah, we're just seeing a similar stalemate on last. Stickies in anti-trap positions as the soldiers just spamming each other. Krolix in lobby, getting a bit aggressive, and trading damage, trading spam. Sentry gun behind the pole this time, a bit less easy to spam.
I'm not sure it needs to be facing said pole, but I like the idea. It's quite a harder one to spam, and obviously you can't jump, but he needs some help from River. Yeah, Lex kind of just takes it out for free essentially, and they're finally going underneath now. It is really hard against the Pyro as Redcoat figured out. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Last time, it's just in. He killed the soldier, but yeah, I'm not sure. Once again, it's kind of just, it's more tactical in the timer now. It's like, well, do we do a kind of a weird sack to try and, get them to push out here? And then take advantage of that? Because obviously Lev took advantage of that in the first round, so it's maybe thinking the same thing. It's like, well, we don't think we're going to get a good push here, so we'll just do a silly kind of play, and then try and get them just for it, but don't take the bait. I think they're going for the fully reset at this point with under 2 minutes left, and good thing about this though is it'll push them to the face team to do some the face team to do some super aggressive plays, and once again they have a player underpass. Precious is so far in, he's on the point. Once again the gun is back on that staircase, and Aaron does die again, so they should be able to spot this gun and get it down.
Yeah, Lever's got the sentry on tech, but it is... Oh, Hay going down quite low from the sticky spam there.
Lex is on
Precious
sniper here
living in
too,
River.
got the angle from River. Mikhail should know though and not commit. And yeah, Redcoat, not sure what that plan was, just jumps straight into the gun and gets hit.
Mikhail having to be pinned down behind the pole, not being able to move. The sniper is pressured now, so they're a bit more free, but it looks... There's only 1 minute left on the clock, so the stalemate rule coming into effect, they're going to have to push desperately or get sent back to mid and lose the advantage they have of having them pinned on their last.
Yeah, I think like 30 seconds, if Lex doesn't get a kill, you just kind of trade. Yeah, actually they're doing it already, just straight in from Rollador. It's not a really good one. Do get the force at least and run away and all live, so if they can spam this gun and then re-push, they might have a chance. Redcoat's on his main as well, on the heavy.
Lex peeking from balcony, trying to get some shots off. 30 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, the heavy, offensive heavy coming in. Oldest trick in the book on this SKYLINE map. Picking the shutter now, making the
Heavy,
combo. Look at him.
Heavy's getting destroyed and Lex dies as well.
Yeah,
that'll the push, but it's nice seeing a reset, especially, you know, they're winning 2-1. There's no real need to push out in solid defense, and it does mean they have to do more aggressive things pushing La.
Yeah, just desperate times pushing
unsurprisingly get crushed.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that's the first time I think in the Experimental Cup so far we've seen the rule actually come into effect as we go into a repeat of the mid fight. With 7 minutes left on the clock, hopefully we can see a different outcome this time. Hay going really fast, aggressive, good damage on Meth. Going up, looking like wanting to go drop down as both teams just kind of play their sides and the soldiers in.
Aaron and Hay can't get crushed though. Hay is going drop down, they do know, so he should die here. But Lev is actually up on their side as well. They're actually been pushed into a really awkward spot. They're at big door, but Camille is doing a good job of cleaning up. And yeah, both scouts actually completely clean up. Yeah, Aaron kind of got crushed, and Hay got knocked to the floor, so their aggression just instantly got crushed. And while they did end up in a pretty awkward spot on with Precious and Dog Roll, they were able to still, you know, hide and clean up pretty easily.
Yeah, the mid going heavily in the favour to the face team as they already are poking lower main, trying to get some spam out. It is even Ubers, so...
Yeah, on the bright side, Mikhail did walk away, so they did keep their med up and win the mid pretty easy, but Mikhail once again walked away, so they can practice another 5-minute last hold as they're the team winning 2-1, so...
I mean, I'd rather a 5-minute last hold than a 15-minute.
Well, yeah, that is the downside, is unless you're like 100% sure, you don't push out a last a lot of the time.
He's got a good flanking lobby here. He's on the medic. Beeves the first rocket dramatically. Oh, and does get cleaned up by a double mid shot. That was almost the tide turning play that they needed to get off their own last.
So once again, the gun goes down, so you think that should prompt something.
Yeah.
Under point as well. So hard to do anything though. If they don't have a jump higher, you kind of just get crushed. They're really
so much time on the point. Gets the point.
Okay, they just got. There's an objective to the game.
That's insane. Stand on the point, win game. This no one has ever done that. That was really good play from Camille there to sneak behind. Once I feel like the traps were dead, they just forgot about Camille standing back there.
Yeah, basically it happened as I was saying it. You needed do distractions with your solids or jump point, and they did work. They're so aggro here. Redcoat is just straight up. He's got an absolutely destroyed though. Camille takes a nice direct as well. They're actually full of retreat here. They've got just an absolutely crushed with spam. Yeah. Lev is so aggro too.
Lex trying to salvage something, doesn't get a rocket off. But yeah, Soldier's just locking them out of choke, and they're going to take that mid-fight for themselves.
They can't even fight second here unless they want to be... Looks like Precious wants to peek at least, but I just don't see how they do this without Soldiers there. And no, they do. Well, Precious doesn't, but the rest of his team give it up. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication there. But yeah, like at that last, it's just double Soldier jump, and even though their jumps were pretty bad, Camille just takes advantage of the chaos and caps.
Now, Aaron's in, does get scout classed and just bullied back. Hay as well. Oh, nice rocket there, I think. But just jumping into the whole team, it's going to be a miracle if you get that force off as the face team is walking through River now, clearing the traps, dodging the spam as they go.
Levis is under again. He wants to go for the back cap, but I think he realizes they haven't actually left yet. And unfortunate, but they do have the time.
Uber's coming out now in River just to even trade. Krollik dropping down instantly, going for the un-Ubered plays in lobby. Does pick up Meth. Camille also quite low. Redcoat is going to die
really
as
good
well.
Uber from Rocky. Even though he dies, I'd say that's definitely worth it, especially if they can clean up Precious. Precious just about sneaks out though.
Hazel already on last. Is getting some damage, making them dance around, but the rest of his team is just dilly-dallying in lobby. If they went at the same time there, I feel like it could have been really good.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of hard. I think if he jumped that scout and killed him instantly, it would have been better. I think he went for the med, which I'm not sure was the right call on that point. But yeah, it was definitely more, as you said, the team needed to be with it. Rocky has gone on to the Spy as well, so interesting to see. Because you said he did it once before and it did not seem to work out well, so be interesting to see if he just tries to sneak onto point or what exactly he'll do with it. Because at this point, it doesn't look like they have any knowledge of it. He hasn't been spammed. It looks like he might get some bad timing with Camille walking into him, but they don't know. Oh, bad timing. Dog roll, smart, gets on the box, and yeah. They do just go for it. He does get forced, though. Yeah, Rocky did enough damage that the bomb from Eren can force it out. Redcoat's behind as well, and he's absolutely crushed Deft. I don't think he's going to get much here. They do force, though. They jump from the other way. They've gotten so many kills, though. And the scout's in a really awkward spot.
Camille's backcapping second here.
Yeah, and it's actually going to work, yeah, because Hey can't fight. Really nice play by Camille there, knowing like the timing just right that she'll be able to cap it out and save the team.
Yeah, that was perfect. You need to bring them all back, and so pretty much getting a lifeline for the team. As they come into lobby here, looking like they want to have an aggressive hold in lobby. Lex is sneaking through Baby Door. As Lev is up on the Spy this time.
Yeah, taking turns.
Yeah, Spy gameplay. All the way through lower main. Unspotted. To the point this time. Actually, no, to secret. Oh, straight to the point, yeah. Just a distraction for a sec. No one's following in. Just gonna go for some gap time.
Yeah, wouldn't have minded if he did it and then they just jumped it, because at this point it's kind of like, well, there's only 2 minutes of the actual timer left. You know, so you're more playing around the actual timer at this point. So just have Lev jump the point and then follow it up.
Time on the point. Eren jumps for the point, but a bit untimed. Krollik is through unders now. Yeah, it does get cleaned up too.
Crushed.
But hey, through roller door, as you said. But
Lev is on Spy again. Are we seeing another backup? I mean, maybe. I think he's going for the Spy backup. Lex is in spawn though. Surely he knows and checks.
Oh, standing on the rim. Can't backstab him up there. No, walking forward. Go now, Lev. Go now.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like they should send me. I mean, it's a bit weird, but if you don't see Lev, you stay at last. And this is going to be really tough with 1.5 minutes. I'm assuming that's the correct time left. You basically have to stomp mid and then stomp last, which hasn't been happening at all.
No, that's what his 4th backup of the night in total. And now, now they're in their upper hand.
Yeah, they definitely should just go aggro, but I think Rocky realizes that, and yeah, Meth dies, and they literally basically don't even contest it. It was just a sack.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, now if Mikhail lives, it's really hard for them to do much, but they've taken mid really quick, and they're going to get second with 50 seconds left on the time. So it's easy enough to just go in for the trade, and then hope you win the aftermath, but it's going to be rough.
Yeah, it's going to come right down to the wire here. Only 50 seconds left on the clock. As they're taking lobby now, it's going to have to be a trade and then a trade and pray.
Camille, I assume that's the pause. I assume Camille will be. Oh, that is awkward. Meth actually gets spammed, double spammed in lobby, and this is a. I mean, they do get the force, but I think Redcoat dies and Pressure. Oh, one of them dies. Are I getting tapped on? No, Let's crushed. Yeah, and this is obviously nothing else is going to happen. Yeah, Meth dying instantly, that was really bad. Do get a few trades, but it's just, you don't beat Brass Beast Heavy without numbers.
Yeah, Brass Beast Heavy just doing so much damage, and they're going to lock that one down.
I think it's safe to say with 7 seconds left, it's a 3-2 victory for Goon Squad.
Yeah, definitely. That was a interesting game.